What's up guys, welcome back into the YouTube channel. If you are new, thank you for stopping in. So I'm gonna make a brief video on everything I do to my 97 Tahoe before we hit the winter months. Obviously this is gonna vary from vehicle to vehicle. Like I said, my vehicle's a little bit older than what you might drive, but I'm gonna kind of give you guys just a little list. The first thing I like to do is do an oil change. Make sure it's good to go. I do add a little of the Lucas oil additive. And I suggest if you guys are parking outside in the winter, if you're gonna leave for work or whatever it may be, go out and start your vehicle 5 to 10 minutes before you leave. It's just gonna kind of warm up that oil. So when you take off driving, it's not gonna be super thick and destroy, quote unquote, the top end of the motor because that oil is so thick you can't really get up there. So that's what we're gonna start off with. I got the hood pop. We're gonna go ahead and pop out the drain plug, get everything swapped over here real quick. So I'm gonna throw you guys into time-lapse mode. And like I said, that is step number one to what I'm gonna do to get my vehicle ready for winter. All right guys, so I got the oil draining. And like I said, I'm gonna do an air filter on this as well. So that's gonna be step number two to getting this thing ready for winter. Like I said, obviously some of your guys' stuff's gonna be a little different than what mine is. If you have a newer vehicle, obviously you probably don't have to change your air filter unless you just haven't done it in forever, then I would suggest doing it. I don't know when the last time this one was changed, but I ordered all this stuff off of Amazon. I went on there and ordered, like I said, I did my wife's car, so the oil filter for hers, didn't do an air filter. I did that probably a month ago. But I got me 3 oil filters just to have on hand. I got me a new air filter, wiper blades for my vehicle, and then also my wife's. She has the rear wiper as well. And I think all this stuff was maybe 50 bucks. So it's fairly cheap to go on there and order stuff. Like I said, if you order oil filters and stuff in bulk, instead of going to like a part store and getting it, obviously part stores will mark it up a little bit more. You go on Amazon, order 3 or 4 filters. You have that basically would take care of, well, I guess depending on how often you change your oil. I do my stuff every 3,000 to 5,000 miles, depending on how much I'm driving and stuff like that. My Tahoe, I literally go to and from like my shop to my house, from my house to work. And it might get, I'd say 100 miles a week, 150 miles a week. So I'm not doing a lot of driving, but if you do a lot of driving for your job or commuting, I would definitely suggest doing oil changes and stuff a little more often. And then just check air filter and all that stuff. So that being said, air filter is done. I'm gonna put the drain plug back in for the oil. We'll get the oil topped off and then we will move on to number 3. Okay guys, so I apologize. I was doing a time lapse there of me refilling the oil and everything, and I heard my camera shut off, turned it back on, said memory card error, so I had to pop the battery out and we're rolling again. So I do apologize for that. So we've done oil change and air filter. And the third thing, like I said, obviously wipers. The fourth thing, what I like to do going into the winter months is I like to have kind of like a roadside emergency kit. I kind of got a lot of stuff in my Tahoe, don't mind the mess. But I got a toolbox here that I like to obviously keep a lot of my tools in. I have jumper cables. I know they make like the emergency roadside kit. They have like flares and a bunch of different stuff in it. I know a lot of the newer vehicles actually, the manufacturers put those in there. But like I said, I like to just keep some tools on hand in case I were to break down, jumper cables in case I need them. So just kind of going through everything. We've done, like I said, oil change. We've done the air filter. We've done the wipers. We talked about the emergency roadside kit. I guess the 5th thing I like to do on the list, I like to throw some fuel additive in it, just because some fuel has a little bit of water in it. If it gets super cold, it can freeze, cause a bunch of issues and stuff. So you can get some like winterized fuel treatment, throw it in your tank. On my truck or Tahoe here and my 98, I use the sea foam. I run one, try to run one every other fill up or at least once a month, just to kind of keep everything nice and clean. But it's totally up to you on what you want to run. Like I said, I would suggest putting something in your tank just to kind of help. But yeah, guys, like I said, this is gonna just be a quick little video. Like I said, nothing major. Just make sure to kind of winterize your vehicle. Obviously, like I said before, everything's gonna be different depending on how old your vehicle is, how new your vehicle is. But again, oil change, air filter, wipers, the emergency roadside kit, add some fuel additive, and I guess the last thing is definitely check your tire pressure. I suggest, say, just for instance, your vehicle runs 30 pounds. Say my vehicle runs 30 pounds. I like to run 35 in the winter just because if it is sitting outside, whatever, you could lose a little bit of that air pressure, and then obviously taking off down the road, your air in your tires are gonna warm up and you're just gonna build that pressure back. And it is very annoying on a lot of the new vehicles. Say it runs, like I said, at 30 pounds. If it drops down to 29.5 pounds, it's gonna throw that code on the dash saying, hey, low tire, blah, blah, blah. And that is annoying. That's why I suggest if your vehicle says 30, maybe run that 32 to 35 poundage, just so you don't have all the bells and whistles going off that first cold snap when obviously your tires kind of deflate in a sense. But yeah, guys, like I said, if you have any questions, or let me know what you guys do to your vehicles during the winter. But anyway, like I said, that's just gonna be a quick little video on stuff I do to get my vehicles ready. But anyway, remember, learning as I do, doing I love. I'm the GM Man. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.